Hi everybody, my name is Mike Zornick and welcome to another video log journal. Today is Sunday, July 22nd, 2018. So hope you had a good weekend. Want to kind of check in. Tomorrow, I have an on-site with my client, which probably means there's no chance that I'm going to actually have time to record because typically when I get home from my client, I'm exhausted and usually just crash. So figured we'd do a dual check-in. So as far as my weekend goes, on Friday, I participated in Indie Hall's Reboot, which is basically where they close the co-working space down for the weekend, and we just take the opportunity to kind of clean everything, install new projects. Some of the projects that I helped out with was we were adding some new Ethernet cable so we can do some more hardwiring of some places, as well as just cleaning. And that went fairly well. They do it all weekend. They do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I participated on Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, I had my own kind of projects, which basically included kind of taking all the crap out of my closet and trying to clean it up and throw away as much as I can. It had gotten pretty messy. I had some storage from my previous move, and I kind of just piled everything in there. So I kind of went through things. Still kept a lot of stuff, but was able to throw away probably at least 4 or 5 trash bags full of stuff. I'll show you a couple of photos of what everything looks like. The big bins that I did keep, I'd say about 3 of them are like video game systems between like my Super Nintendo, the GameCube, N64, the Wii, my Xbox 360, and a whole bunch of DS and 3DS stuff. Those are all in there. Then there's just like, there's a bin with, I'll just call it memories, just kind of random stuff like old like high school yearbooks and stuff. And then there's a tax bin, which has a bunch of tax paperwork. And then there's a big bin with a bunch of computer stuff, which I actually just kind of put there as a placeholder because I want to go through that and clean out my desk and get rid of some cables that I shouldn't need anymore. So anyway, it took me pretty much all weekend. So like I started it around Saturday afternoon, and then I had crap all over my bed. And I couldn't sleep in my bed, so I ended up sleeping on the couch, and then finished it this morning. Anyway, nice big check mark to get off my list. Feeling pretty good about that. As far as some other things that kind of came out of that closet, one of them was my old iMac, which it's a 2011 iMac, and it generally functions fairly well. It's got it does have some slight backlight bleed, I'll call it, in the monitor, as well as it's got a broken DVD drive, but I have an external DVD drive writer that I can use. The main problem is it just runs really hot. If you've had an iMac, you probably know, like, the thing is just, it's not built for dust cleaning, and if you have it in a dust area, it's going to get cloggy. So I actually had the iMac serviced by Apple a couple times for overheating graphics cards, and obviously it's well past Apple Care now. So my plan is to take it to a local shop. They've offered to kind of open it up, reapply thermal paste, and dedust it, and hopefully that'll fix the heating problem. I was kind of on the fence of even to do it because it is 2011 iMac, but I did buy built to order, so it's got an i7, it's got an SSD, it's got 16 gig of RAM. It's a pretty nice little machine. The one unfortunate thing I found out, though, is that it's not going to support Mojave. Does not support that. So High Sierra will be its last OS, which is kind of a shame. My general idea is to use the iMac as a first project is as a DVD digitizer. Is when I cleaned out my closet, I threw out a ton of like CDs because I just don't need the physical copies anymore, and I have them already burned, and even the ones that don't have burned, most of them are just so easily accessible via Spotify and other things. I did keep some CDs that were hard to get, some of like my Japanese imports of like video game soundtracks and things. But a lot of the CDs went. And so next up is the DVDs. And, I collected DVDs back in the day, like a lot of people. I kind of stopped probably like 5-6 years ago. But I do have these kind of like probably bin and a half worth of DVDs. And so I'm a little hesitant just to throw them away. Now I know like these movies are available on Netflix and Amazon, very similar to the music. But there are a lot of DVDs that have like really nice special commentary or special features that are kind of cool, and it'd be nice to have them available to kind of go back if I ever wanted to. So I think what I'm going to do is get my iMac fixed and then use it to kind of archive my DVD collection. And then the idea there is I will do a kind of just, I'll rip the entire DVD image, which will be, 4 gigs each or something, and then I'll use like a VLC encoder to like make an MP4 image out of just like the main movie in case I just want the main movie like on a plane flight or something. I can do that. And so I'll get the iMac, I'll set it up in the corner, and on the weekends or if I work from home a particular day, I'll just kind of put some DVDs in and out. And then the stuff that's left, I will most likely just upload to my backup on Backblaze. Long term, I'd really love to get a NAS local storage and kind of have everything local and then just mirror that to Backblaze. But for now, I'm kind of trusting Backblaze with kind of a unique copy of those. And it's like one of those things, like if the DVDs were to be destroyed, like it's not the end of the world, it's just kind of, something to do. Okay, so the only other thing just to the iMac was I got some older Macs. Like I have a PowerBook 12-inch, I have a Mac Mini. I actually have 2 Mac Minis and a couple just hard drives. I'm gonna spend some time going through them, making sure there's nothing sensitive on there, and then just taking them to the computer recycle place, which happily is not that far from my place. So, but that'll take a little bit of time to kind of set up. Because some of the like the Mac Mini only has like a DVD monitor, and I'm lucky enough I still have a DVD monitor or a DVI monitor to use for such things. But anyway, so lots of cleaning, lots of reorganizing. Hope you had either a productive weekend doing similar stuff or had some fun. And I will catch up with you guys probably on Tuesday. Until then. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.